I'm only going to spend a couple of minutes on this. I'm a big believer in durability. Do you show up to work every day? I don't care how flashy you are. Do you show up to work every day? James Harden now is going to be out 2 to 3 weeks. Everybody's got James Harden as the MVP. Just let me give you a number of guys. I'm going to name some names that have dealt with injuries that are hurt a lot. John Wall, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Blake Griffin, CP3, Kyrie, Westbrook, Paul George, Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard. Hurt all the time, out weeks, months. LeBron gets crap for skipping an occasional Saturday night. The NBA cracks me up. In baseball, if you're an Iron Man, Cal Ripken, you are celebrated. In the NFL, Brett Favre never missed a start. You are celebrated. In the NBA, you can miss weeks, be undependable, be physically unable to play for a month of games. All right. Still win awards. You do get LeBron never misses stretches unless he's just resting for the playoffs. And those games obviously don't matter, or he wouldn't rest. James Harden here before the All-Star break is going to be out for probably 3 weeks. Won't matter. He'll win the MVP. By the way, doesn't do anything on the defensive side. Durability matters. Can you imagine being an actor? I cannot work back-to-back days. A dentist. He's not in today. He works Mondays and Thursdays. Think about this. The NBA fanboys love Joel Embiid. I mean, nobody gets talked about more in this league than Joel Embiid. He's never played back-to-back nights. He has minute restrictions. Think about this. Did Akeem have minute restrictions? Wilt, Shaq, Kobe, MJ. Joel Embiid is great on Twitter. Of course he is. He has all day. He never plays back-to-back.
Colin.
LeBron's the MVP. Joel Embiid is the DNP. Did not play 9 times this year. The NBA's like NBA reporters. They're like, oh, Joel Embiid's the talk of the league. He can't play back-to-backs. Stop it. He's not a legitimate star in this league. He played 49 minutes against Oklahoma City this year. He had to miss the next 3 games. You're not an all-time actor if you show up every other day. You're not a world-class accountant if I can't get you for a week straight in April. You can't have 9 did-not plays. We're not even close to the All-Star break.
So you're getting mad at these guys for things that are completely out of their control?
It doesn't matter. If you, as an actor, don't have the temperament to work back-to-back, and by the way, it is
temperament.
Whatever it is, I don't care whose fault it is. If you can't play back-to-back, you're not a star in this league.
So if you got laryngitis.
That's the breaks. Then you know what? I don't get laryngitis because being a radio host is a lifestyle, not a job. You have to eat right, drink right, go to bed, get your sleep, not get sick. That's part of my job.
Right, but if you did happen to get laryngitis, it's not like you did it for lack of taking care of yourself.
I'm not in the blame game. Just don't tell me Joel Embiid's a star. He can't play back-to-back. You are not a star. In the NFL, if a quarterback missed 7 games a year, you're not in it. Carson Wentz, by the way, still has the best numbers in the NFL. Completely eliminated from the MVP discussion. Why? Because Todd Gurley and Tom Brady are there every Sunday.
Okay, so you use the dentist example. If this dentist is just world-class, has people have amazing teeth year-round, and then 1 year happens to get the flu really bad and pneumonia for a month and he can't work. Does that make him a bad dentist or is he still a world-class dentist?
Joel Embiid has been in the league for 4 years. He's never played a back-to-back once in 4 years. The NBA guy, he's a funny kid. He's a talented kid. You're not a star if you can't. If Eli Manning showed up 7 times a year, you're not a star. I mean, in the NFL, Carson Wentz literally still has a number 1 seed, still has great numbers. The Eagles are still really good. He was eliminated immediately because Carson Wentz got hurt. Tom Brady and Todd Gurley did not get hurt. By the way, Derek Carr last year, week 15, he was an MVP talk. He got hurt end of the year. They're like, I can't win MVP. You got to be available to play. I mean, durability is a thing. Have you ever gone to a job and you work with people and they're not dependable? I always say this. You know what a good friend is? A good friend is somebody. It doesn't matter if they're sick. It doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter. The person you call to take you to a physical emergency. You're a woman, you're having a surgery. You're a guy, something's burning, you got to get. The person you call is a friend. And you call the person that's dependable. That in crisis is a step. Golfing with somebody doesn't make you a friend. Anybody can golf with me. What makes a friend is somebody is there for me when I need them. And that's only about once every 3 years that I'm like, oh, crap. I really need somebody to do a favor for me. That's a friend. Well, that's a star in sports. You can't not play back-to-back. James Harden's a great player, but he's going to miss 3 weeks now, and nobody will consider that in the MVP. Nobody will even talk about it. I guarantee you, by like May, June, July, when they vote on that thing, nobody will even mention it. How can you not mention it? You can miss like 15 games. How is it not a thing? It's something. You got to be available. Kristine, if you were missing every other week, I would be like, she's talented, but I can't trust her. I can't depend on Kristine. Now you go on vacation.
I do disappear a little bit during Ninja Warrior season, but that's because I'm working. I really don't like this story, and you'll understand why when I get through all of it. But the Cavs say that Isaiah Thomas is going to make his season debut tonight against the Portland Trail Blazers. He's been rehabbing from his hip injury. This is a lot earlier for him to come back than we expected. Here is LeBron James on his expectations of Isaiah when he returns.
We really don't know. I mean, I know he's, excited to once again grace the NBA floor and actually play. We're excited for him, as his teammates as well. We expect him to be gassed. We expect him to, just be very emotional about the whole, his journey, just getting back. So, but as far as performance, we can. That's the last thing that we think about right now.
Okay, so he's going to come off the bench, which is a good idea.
For a while. I think they're going to do minute restrictions for a while.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Here's my issue with this story. Do you know who they play tomorrow, the Cavs?
Who?
The Celtics in Boston. And Isaiah's not going to play. So they're going to have him come back tonight against Portland.
Right.
I mean, you could wait. And then they're going to not have him play tomorrow against the Celtics. His return to Boston.
It's probably a plan.
You think?
Yeah.
I think this is Coach LeBron deciding that Isaiah will not be giving his return performance tomorrow. I'll probably wait until the Cavs are in Boston again. I think it's when Paul Pierce's jersey gets retired in February.
And
they'll
by the way,
do that.
Listen, we got a precedent here. When LeBron went to D. Wade, when he went to Kyrie, you got to give it. We went and looked this morning. You got to give him about somewhere between 12 and 16 to 18 games. Let's give this to the All-Star break because he's going to come in with minute restrictions. He's a good kid. He's not a diva. He's not Derrick Rose. He and LeBron will be good. But everybody's going to jump on, like tonight. Well, give it 15 games.
Completely. But could we have just prolonged this debut maybe 3 games and have him play the next night? To have him come back, it's making a specific point of we are not going to have you play against the Celtics because could you imagine the ratings for that? That would be huge. Yeah. And now LeBron's deciding probably that Isaiah's not going to give those.
Well, psychologically, we're not going to Kyrie give you a chance to beat up on him. And
which, by the way,
smart.
Totally understand that.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense. But why then come back tonight against Portland?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.